Hello everyone. After I watched the video Mindless versus Mindful Listening by Denise Bess and Sylvia, I realized that I am a distracted listener sometimes. There were times that I was daydreaming when I had conference call at work. I cannot avoid looking at my phone whenever I have a conversation with other people in the break room. I worry sometimes whenever I have a feedback conversation with my boss instead of being present. Sometimes I think of what to say next before the person finish speaking when I get excited in a conversation or if I have a new story to tell. When I am not interested in the person that I am talking to sometimes, I do fake listening because I am a type of person that I do not want to offend other people even if I am having a difficult time paying attention to what he or she is saying. The topic self concept, perception, and mindfulness gave me breakthroughs on myself when I am communicating with other people. It came to my sense now that some self concept, perception, and being mindful are my areas of opportunity. I miss a lot of great conversation because I did not become present at those coworkers that I did not think is important. I could have built a good relationship with them, but I did not give a chance to listen because of my perception toward those people that I think is boring. For this week, I practiced being mindful and made sure that I am always present during conversation with people at work. It was very difficult at first, but I able to apply what I learned from the mindfulness assignment this week, and that is I will be present and always mindful during conversation. I made sure that I believe in myself, that I can be mindful, and then a lot of things have changed. I started to practice being mindful during the huddle in the morning. We always have a meeting before we start at work. Normally, I am always sleepy and does not participate in the meeting because it was too early. Sometimes I just look at my manager doing pseudo listening just to make sure that I do not look like I am not paying attention to the meeting. But instead of doing the same thing, I made sure that I arrived early at work. I sat on the chair that was next to my manager and I told myself that I will be mindful of everything that she is saying. I made sure that my cell phone are on the silent mode so it will not distract me. I cleared my mind of anything that I am thinking on that morning so I can pick up all the messages from my manager and my colleagues and be able to respond to them, regardless of answering it or asking a question to make sure I am engaged throughout the whole meeting. It was a different experience on that day because I was very engaged and I felt that the meeting was not boring. It was my perception and thinking that I thought the meeting was boring that made the situation not great. Because of that, instead of being engaged, I became disconnected. Changing my perception about the meeting helped me become more productive at work. It gave me more positive experiences because I was able to build a great relationship with my colleagues that I did not like before. Being mindful of everything that the manager and the other coworkers were saying made me more productive at work. I always perform above and beyond with great results, but I'm always dissatisfied because most of the time I do not communicate, especially to those that I dislike. And if they are paired to me, I just prefer to do things alone. Because of this slight change that I have learned from this class to become mindful, I started to become more involved with the coworkers. I am interested now in their life unlike before that I only talk about myself, work, stocks, or anything that interests me. I felt like changing myself to being mindful whenever I have a chance to have a conversation with them and actively listening to their stories help myself build a better relationship with those who I disliked before.